Alright, welcome back to the channel, my meager channel. Getting ready to go on a trip to Grand Teton. I usually go every fall with my family, and we get down there and try to get some landscapes and some moose, and usually end up trying to get some elk too. But that's kind of my goal for our trip, and we're just about to leave for that. I wanted to do a quick video of what's in my bag. How I pack for trips like this. It's very light, but figured just why not make something like this right before I leave. I'm going to also do some content while I'm there and kind of show my perspective on visiting Grand Teton, kind of especially as how I balance bring in my family. I don't think there's a lot of people who show that or even do that really. Maybe one channel that I really love a lot, Matt Shannon, he seems to show him bringing his family along on a few things. I really appreciate stuff like that because it's kind of hard to balance family and wildlife photography. It's very much a demanding genre of photography for your family. So I try to bring them along so that they enjoy it. Also, so they see public lands, public spaces, they understand the need to protect them, and also they get so excited about seeing moose up close and everything like that. So I think it's really important. Without further ado, first of all, I have a Decathlon Forclaz MT500 500 or 50 plus 10 bag. It's a hiking bag. I have a bad back, and none of the other brands, Shimoda, F-Stop, I've tried a few other ones, but I haven't tried, there's a lot of new offerings I haven't tried, but no matter what, if you get beyond like 3 miles or so, it's just kind of killing your back, at least for me. So this I have put in many miles with this bag, and so I pretty much just got that bag and a F-Stop extra large ICU, and that fits all my gear, and I can carry a few other things. And I should have got the 60 plus 10 so that I could carry a little bit more gear for like overnights and stuff like that. Maybe that's in the future. Decathlon is a great, they're a great backpack. Well, they have great gear anyway, but the pricing is really good. So I suggest if you want to make your own backpack, it's a really good place to start. So number one, I am a Nikon shooter. I shoot the Nikon Z8, which is filming me right now. I have a 24-70 f4 Z on there, and that pretty much just does everything I want for landscapes and all that. It's pretty sharp, and you know, I don't need 2.8 for landscapes. I might be doing a little change out on that, but we'll see how that goes. I might go with the 24-120, just to give me a little bit extra reach. So, alright, so onto my wildlife lens. I only have one. I have the Nikon 500mm f4 FL. It's a great lens. There's some things I like about it, some things I don't. I don't think it focuses as good as I was expecting. I used to shoot Canon, and Canon shoots adapted glass a lot better, I think, in my opinion. On the Z8, I have seen conflicting reports that the Z9 does do better with adapted glass, but the Z8 doesn't seem to shoot adapted glass as well. It tends to kind of bounce a little bit more, and so I tend to shoot more shots, and I'll eventually, you know, I'll have decent hit rate, but it's just not as good as when I was shooting Canon adapted. When they're native, I think they're very comparable, so it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, that's my lens, and fits right in my pack like that. I have a, let's see, sorry, my Robus Monopod I've had forever, since it came out. I bought it right away. It's a RCM 439. It's a fantastic monopod. I love it. I'll never get rid of it. It's lightweight, does the job, sturdy. You can't really ask for much more than that. I haven't had a single issue with it. So I shoot a Leophoto leveling base. It's a LB60N right here instead of the what's it, Wimberley? Yeah, Wimberley's the Sidekick, the MH200 or something like that. I don't like off-axis, especially with a little bit of heavier lens. It kind of, I don't know. A lot of people shoot it. It's not a big deal. It kind of bothers me. So I have this. This gives me just enough if I need it. I usually don't, but just enough like movement up and down. I will tighten that down when I have the lens on, and so it barely moves. But I just put a plate on top of that, and then that keeps me on axis, and I just really like shooting like that. I have my Sirui, whatever, CT3204 tripod, which I usually actually don't bring with me to Grand Teton, but I will be bringing it this year. Hopefully do a little bit of video, some behind the scenes. I am working on a review of the 500 f4 FL. I haven't seen a lot of those videos out when I was researching, so I figured I'd make one. And hopefully I can get some shots that kind of show maybe that little hunting that I was talking about. Overall, it's not really too big of a deal, but I think I've seen it on one other channel where they talked about it with the Z8 specifically. With the Z9 they didn't have any problems. So it's just something to know if you decide to go that route, because the 500 FL is it's a really good bargain. So if you're looking at route, I'll go ahead and be making a video on that. Stay tuned and you'll be able to see what I have to say about that. I bring my little bike multi-tool. It's a little overkill because some of these things don't work for this, but the Allen wrenches on there work. They fit. It's got a flat head. It's got a Phillips head. Works great. I've had it back from my days of cycling, and I just bring it along because it's very small profile. Works great. Memory cards, Angelbird memory card, 512 gigabyte Lexar. I shoot those. I just bring a bunch of extra memory cards. Don't forget to empty your memory cards before you go on your trips. And then my card reader, just to offload images if I need to. And usually what I like to do is shoot all day and then offload onto an SSD and onto my MacBook Air M1, and so I have 2 copies, and then I'll clear. Once I've confirmed that everything's there, then I'll clear the card for the next day. Definitely with the Z8, my biggest issue is batteries. The Z8 does not have good battery life. So bring extra batteries. They're all Nikon except for this one. I decided to try small rig. I love small rig products, so I decided to try it. That's just my emergency one. I've probably used it once or twice, and it's just a great backup. It's also, I like that it's orange because it kind of shows me, hey, you need to charge these other batteries. Most of the time, when I am driving around the parks, Yellowstone or Grand Teton, not so much Glacier because there's more hiking in Glacier, but for me, I like to plug in my camera when I'm not shooting to the 12 volt power. I was going to say cigarette lighter, but plug it into there and just kind of trickle charge the camera. It works really well, but the Z8 does gobble up battery pretty quick in comparison to the R5, definitely in comparison to any Sony that I've shot. I've shot everything, but Sony to me had easily the best battery life. Canon is better than the Z8 for sure, but just keep extra batteries with you and you should be fine. When I'm out in the field, I like to have this little cheap fanny pack. I keep a lens wipe in there, the rocket blower, extra batteries, and a extra CF Express card, just in case there's like a failure. It's never happened, but just in case. So I like to keep this on me, keep it around my waist. I don't like carrying my backpack with me when I'm walking around. I like to keep everything pretty light. Got a little background noise going on. So please forgive that. I have this super old DJI Osmo 4, and it needs an upgrade. Its motors are wearing out a little bit, so every now and then it'll start to sag just a little, and I just kind of overcompensate. But charge it back up, start over, works great. Does what I need it to do when I need it to do it, and it is time to upgrade. But yeah, I'll bring that. Little POV. I have a GoPro Hero Black 8 or GoPro 8 Black for vlogging. I haven't used it too much, but I'm going to start using it more for like talking head type stuff out in the field. So that's pretty much that. I bring my lens coat bag for shooting out of the car, which I tend to do in Grand Teton more than Yellowstone or anything like that. Yellowstone I like to get out. I just have that on my dash and then just flip it over, put it back on my dash. I like it better than the ones that stay like this because I can just lay it flat on my dash, and then it's out of the way. I can drive around, just pull it, put it back on. I prefer that. Lastly, I did a video on this. You can see it right up here. This is one of my favorite things I've ever purchased for big lens photography. It's my Mr. Jan Gear heavy lens carrier. I don't know if that's the correct term for it, but go ahead and take a look at that other video and see why I like it. I bring some binoculars, which are very important, I think, for Grand Teton. Wide open spaces when you're looking for moose, it really helps. They are pretty easy for me to spot, but it still helps. The binoculars I use are Leupold BX1 Mackenzie HD. I actually don't recommend these, unfortunately. If Leupold or Leopold, however you pronounce it, sees this video, sorry. They are great optically, but I have sent these back already once, got a new pair, and then within just a few months they broke again. So basically the eye cup, there's a little brass screw that goes right in there. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully it's focused. And it just fell out the last time and it fell out this time. So I have to be very careful, keep it on there. And this side's fine, but that's exactly what happened to me last time, I think, because if you're walking around like this and it bumps it. And maybe that's like the biggest no-no with binoculars that I just didn't know. Just make sure you put the caps all the way down. I don't know. I wouldn't expect them to come out twice. I've seen good reviews on their stuff. Their customer service was fantastic, but I'm not sending these back because it's just, it is what it is. It works. I just am very gentle with them. I would recommend maybe something just a little bit more robust. Maybe even from their product line. They seem to have good prices, but or buy them from Costco. I think Costco sells these every now and then Costco has a great return policy, so you can just return them if they break. That is pretty much it. So obviously, bear spray, tons of bear spray. Bring quite a bit of it. Make sure everyone in my family has it, just in case. Gotta make sure you're always ready. So yeah, if you like this, I know it's pretty quick, but that's basically my loadout when I go on trips. I keep it really minimal, and I don't like to have a lot of stuff. And as Morton Hilmer would say, I don't like faffing around a bunch in the field. I like to keep it real simple, so I know exactly what I have, and I don't have to make decisions. I can just focus on getting the shots I want to get. So yeah, if you like this video, follow, subscribe. I should have more content coming out pretty soon for my trip to Grand Teton and a 500mm f4 FL review. And even in the winter and next year, I'm going to be doing a little bit different photography. I'm going to start doing a little bit more landscapes, but I'm really excited to get out. Recently got some inspiration from a local photographer, basically looking at his work, talking with him, and his YouTube channel. I'll link to it here. It's an amazing guy, amazing content. Gonna do a little bit more kind of backcountry diary type videos, just getting out and adventuring, and you know, probably less target rich, but more I'd say soul rich. So yeah, I look forward to sharing that with you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.